Namanda Butsu 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 Kansho Butsu Jodo Im Kokudo Ninden Shisen Mak Kondyu Mujo Shushokan Chōhotsuke Daiguze Goko shi shoju Jusem nyosho monjipo Fuho muryo muhenko Muge mutai koen no Shoujo kangi chieko Fudan nanji mushoko Chonichi gakko shojinse Isai gunjo nukosho Hongan nyogo shojoko Shishin shingyo gani in Joto gakusho nai nehan Ishi metsudo ganjoju Nyorai shoi koshuse Yusetsu mida hongam kai Gojoku akuji gunjo kai Oshin nyorai nyojitsu go No hotsu ichinen ki aishin Fudan bon no tokune ham Bonjo gyaku ho sayenyu Nyoshu shi nyukai ichimi Seshu shinko joshoko Ino suha mumyo an Tonnai shinzo shi Jofu shinjitsu shinjin ten Inyo ni kofu shige myomu an Gyaku shinken kyo dai kyoki 即を超絶語悪臭一切全幕本文に門心如来具世観仏言古代小月者善人妙分は理系に打仏本願念仏邪見教満なく主張信行十字人に難南中し南昔インド最天使論芸中華自治域しこそ現代諸国摂生意妙如来本税をき釈迦如来両合戦一種五妙南天竺龍十大自主とせ質の在派無権先絶大乗無情報召喚議事小安楽賢治難行六六信行異行指導楽億年に打仏本願実念即時入筆上唯の上昇如来語大大非偶税音天神菩薩増論説奇妙無下光如来永衆たら献身寺光線の頂大誓願こういう本願力栄光移動群上昇一心記入功徳大法界筆逆入大へ修習徳子蓮華造世界即昇進如法精進有煩の人間人図入所自音自応下本師道南両天使上皇南書菩薩来三蔵ルシ十条教凡上専業気楽法天神菩薩論中下報道因果見世観おげんねこゆたり 少女心於心人惑前本部心人法承知承持即涅槃必死無量光明道小衆上回復家同社結晶道難生異名浄土活入万全自力変言宗円満徳語感染症三不三心軽音音増末法滅道品一生増悪地癖死安如愛称名全道徳妙無所有公愛上三如逆悪公明妙語見人念開入本願大智慧行者生寿今後心狂気一年相互よい大と逆三人即生法生死上楽原心公開一大教変気安如可日祭先祖修心反戦人法見二度小弁流極重悪人優勝部我薬剤非摂取中煩悩証言水不見大無見上昇が本資源空如仏教連民全幕本部に新宗教書後編集先着本願具悪数現来生自臨伝下血気上一生死即入着上無意楽一心人に納入愚教大事修士と上際無変極上悪同族自主具道心有意過心心こそ説 成仏のこの方は今に自己をへたまへり方針の降臨きわもなくせのもみょ照らすなりナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナ知恵の根苗はかりなし無量の所相ごとごとく光景かむらぬものはなし真実妙に奇妙せよナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナ下脱の降臨きわもなし高速かむるものはみな運命を離ると述べたも平等確認奇妙せよナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナ幸運無限女国一 一切の右下にざわりなし光沢かむらぬものぞなきなんじぎを奇妙せよナモアミダプナモアミダプナモアミダプナモアミダプナモアミダプナモアミダプナモアミダプナモアミダプナモアミダプナモアミダプナ少女根性並びなしくしこのゆえなれば一切のごけものぞこにぬ非教へを奇妙せよナモアミダプナモアミダプナモアミダプナモアミダプナ仏国せ最大一公園の部と名付けたり三途の国安開くなり大王具を奇妙せよ願にしくとく病とせ一切同発母大心往生安那ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏 Namanda butsu 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 namanda. No. Namanda butsu. I'll begin my talk this morning with the words of one of the Wasan hymns that we chanted this morning along with the Shōshinge. This is the fourth of the Wasan that we chant. Please join me in Kansho. Kansho. Koumuge nyokoku issai no uge ni sawari nashi. Kosoku kamuranu monozonaki nanjigi o kimyo seo. The liberating wheel of light is without bound. Each person it touches, it is taught, is freed from attachments to being and non-being. So take refuge in Amida, the enlightenment of non-discrimination. Namam dabats, namam dab, namam dabats, namam dabats, namam dabats. Great. So once again, good morning, everyone. It's great to see so many of you with us on Zoom. Those of you who have your cameras on, it's wonderful to see your face. If you wish to put your camera on, I welcome you to. If you prefer to leave your camera off, that's fine too. But it's always nice to see my smiling faces. Hi, Akemi-san. Good morning. Ohayou gozaimasu. Susan, Leo, Yumi. Oh, that's a good friend, Yoko-san. Great. So thank you very much. So this morning I wanted to share some reflections on this wasan of Shinran Shonin. This is one of my favorites. We chant this once a month. We do our Shōshinge service, and we chant the Shōshinge, and we also, along with the Shōshinge, we chant these wasan. And I find it's particularly meaningful to kind of reflect on the meaning of these words that we chant. Of course, we chant in Chinese and Japanese, and sometimes we don't maybe understand all of the meaning of the words while we're chanting. We're just experiencing that deep sound of the Buddha's voice, the Nembutsu in our hearts. But it's meaningful also to reflect upon the meaning of these words. And so this wasan talks about the liberating wheel of light. The light represents the light of the Buddha's wisdom. And each person that is touched by this wisdom, it is taught, is freed from attachments to being and non-being. Being and non-being. So take refuge in Amida, the light of non-discrimination. Right? And so when we think about this attachment to being, not being, what we are not, right? This is what creates separation and distance from us in our lives. The Buddha's mind is free from this, free from the mind of discrimination. So Amida Buddha made 48 vows, right? 48 vows to express the wisdom of his enlightened heart. And if we think about the vows that express the wisdom, the enlightenment of non-discrimination, numbers 3 and 4 to me are particularly meaningful. So I want to, as we sort of understand the meaning of this wasan, to also think about what we call the third vow of Amida Buddha, which is the Buddha's vow that if, when I attain Buddhahood, the humans and devas in my land should not all be the color of genuine gold, may I not attain the perfect enlightenment. Right? So everyone the color of genuine gold. Right? Color is very important in Buddhism. Color in Buddhism is often used as a kind of shorthand for all of our perceptions, all of the things that we see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and the thoughts that give rise to certain feelings and reactions in our mind. All of this can be kind of represented in Buddhist terms by color, that which we perceive, the shape, the sound of things. So I want to think for a moment about how do we react to colors? How do we react to colors? And I want to show you something, and just want to think about your reaction to this. So think about these colors. Think about these colors. Can you see these colors here? What colors are these? So we've got red. Let's see if I can turn it so the light hits it a little better. We've got gold, red and gold, right? A little bit of white, a little bit of black, but mostly red and gold, right? Red and gold. So you think about those colors. Those of you who have your cameras on, red and gold. Do you like those colors? You know, if you see those, do you have a feeling of, I like these colors? Put your hand up if you like them. Yeah, I see some hands going up. Susan's hand's going up, yeah. Okay, okay. Anybody feel kind of neutral? Nah, that's all right. Not my favorite colors. Yeah, Chelsea kind of, nah, they're all right. Anybody like, I don't like those colors very much. It's not my favorite colors. No. Okay. So now I'm going to show some other colors here. Okay. So then here we have green and yellow. Kind of green and a mustardy yellow, right? So if you see these colors, who sees these colors and likes these colors? These are colors I really like. Yumi likes these colors. All right. Anybody kind of neutral on these colors? Yeah, Chelsea. Chelsea's already awakened to the enlightenment of non-discrimination. Leo Jocelyn too. Okay. Anybody have a problem with these colors? Yeah, Susan does. Susan has a problem with these colors. I grew up in Minnesota, right? And Minnesota, home of the Vikings, we really don't like these colors. You know what we call people who wear these colors? We call them cheeseheads. Cheeseheads. Could you think of something more rude to say about something? Your head is filled with fermented dairy products, right? So, right, we have these colors, right? Of course, red, 49ers, big win last night. Green, Packers, oh, boo, right? Cheeseheads. Last night, so I have to admit, I'm going to be honest with you all, I'm not a huge sports fan. And I had heard, of course, when I saw my son's teacher, who usually wears very kind of, conservative, teacherly attire at school, and I saw her wearing a 49ers shirt to school on Friday, I thought, okay, there must be a big game coming up. If Miss Chen is wearing a 49ers shirt, then there must be a big game coming up. And so then I looked, it's like, oh, they're in the playoffs. This is a big deal. And so then last night at about, when was it, about 9:30 or so, getting ready for bed, and all of a sudden there's beep, fireworks are going off. I'm like, what is going on? Chinese New Year is not yet. And then I was like, oh, the last time I heard sounds like this was when the Giants won a big game. So I pulled out my phone, I Googled 49ers, sure enough, the 49ers had beat the Packers, right? And so, we have strong feelings that we associate with these colors, the Niners, the Packers, right? So if I'm in line at a store, right, and I see somebody wearing these colors, I might not get in line behind them. I might say, I'll go stand in the line behind this person. Because if I see someone in this colors, I might say, oh, how about that game last night? Yeah, we did a great job. It was, it was a nail biter, but, kicked the field goal and, won the game. And, so you feel this connection, this association, right, with these colors. And so, sports games, it's all in good fun. And you can change your shirt. I can wear this color one day. These are all my clothes, basically. I could wear this color on Monday. I could wear this color on Tuesday, right? So these things can change quickly, but there are some things about us that we can't change, right? Some things that we can't just change our shirt the way we change other things about us. And the problem with that is that as we go through life, we create groups based on our sense of me and my people, my group, who I am. And the Buddha teaches us that this mind of discrimination between self and others, that's what gives rise to the suffering in our life, suffering for ourselves, suffering for others. And these are not two different things, right? The suffering that I experience is not different from the suffering from others, and vice versa. right? So when we go through life saying, this is my group, this is that other group, right? Judging things by their appearance, by what we see, how they sound, how they smell, all of these things, we can cause a lot of suffering. We can miss out on a great deal of joy. And the Buddha's wish is for us to experience deep joy in life and for us to live free from suffering. And so the Buddha guides us to awaken to this mind of non-discrimination. Right? So if we think about some of the ways in which we might discriminate, right, based on skin color, right? That's one of the kind of basic colors that we have, and people throughout history have been discriminated. If we think about where we are, here, Buddhist Church of San Francisco, why is this temple, why is this church in this part of the city, right? We think about the history of our cities here in California, throughout the country. There were certain areas where people who had a certain color skin were welcomed, certain areas where they weren't, right? And so communities have grown up and put down roots in certain areas, and some of those communities are changing, some of those places are changing, but we see that there's lasting impact of discriminating consciousness. It goes on, it creates impacts, the results of the actions that play out, not just over one lifetime, but after lifetimes, down through generations. Right? And so this is what the Buddha describes as the binds of karma that play out lifetime after lifetime. And the Buddha's wish is for us to realize freedom from that. In this beautiful space here, this beautiful gold, all this beautiful gold that we have represented in the Onaijin, that expresses that world of enlightenment. Everything up here is gold, right? Gold is the beautiful color because it does not tarnish, does not change, it's consistent, it shines brightly. Even the slightest amount of light is brightly reflected. If you come in here, even with all the lights on, still your eyes are drawn to the brightness of the Onaijin. Just like in our own minds, my mind filled with darkness, but those little bits of gold, the Buddha's wisdom, those shine brightly and provide a light, a guiding light to me. This liberating wheel of light that helps me to see beyond the bonds of my likes, my dislikes, my in-group, my out-group, and to recognize that deep down we all share this common human experience, this common wish to live free from suffering, this common wish to live with deep joy. And so as we chant the wasan following the Shōshinge, they're punctuated with Namo Amidabutsu, Namo Amidabu, Namo Amidabu. Right? And that is the heart of this. When we chant Shōshinge and wasan, that Namo Amidabu, that's the important part. Right? That's not the filler, that's the important part. And the wasan, the Shōshinge, all of that builds the meaning into, pushes that meaning into the Nembutsu in our minds so that we can appreciate what does Namo Amidabutsu mean. So today, as I go around San Francisco and people are happy and joyful, right? I wish them the deep joy, wish all of us the deep joy that goes beyond the discrimination between self and other, awakening to this mind, the enlightenment of non-discrimination. So I'll conclude my reflections at this time by once again reading these words of Shinran Shonin. Please join me in Kansho. The liberating wheel of light is without bound. Each person it touches, it is taught, is freed from attachments to being and non-being. So take refuge in Amida, the enlightenment of non-discrimination. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Namman Dabutsu. Namman Dabutsu. Namman Dabutsu. Thank you all very much. At this time, we will have the, there's my program. We will have the closing chant of praise and refuge, Vandana Ti-sarana. Up here on the screen. And we'll be a cappella today. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to him, the exalted one, the enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namu Kie Butsu. Namu Kie Ho. Namu Kie So. Namam Dabutsu, Namam Dabutsu, Namam Dabutsu, Namam Dabutsu, Namam Dabutsu, Namam Dabutsu, Namam Dabutsu. Okay, at this time I would like to offer appreciation first to Kevin Yoza and Reverend Elaine Donlin, who are here this morning on site, providing me with much needed technical support for today's service. And also very much appreciate all of you who have taken time this morning to be with us and to join us for this service. Although we're still kind of holding back and trying to stay safe by not, having a Sangha gathering here in the Hondo. It's truly meaningful for us to come together in this way on Sunday mornings to be together in our hearts and minds in the Nembutsu. And then, let's see, any other appreciations? Announcements, yeah, that was next on my list. So we're ready for announcements? Okay, great. So I believe Reverend Donlin has an announcement, or do you want me to make the announcement? Okay, I can do it. Okay, great. So we have, so as I just mentioned, we're, with the Omicron variant now, it feels like we've kind of come over the hump of this a little bit. You may have heard on the news that we're, grateful to see, at least here in San Francisco, that the case numbers are declining, but we're still like 1,700 cases a day. So we're still right in the thick of this, and certainly not the time for us to let our guard down. It's precisely because I think we've been so careful that we're able to kind of bent the curve, as we've been saying. And so we're planning to kind of stay the course for at least another month through February to continue in this online format, with the hope that should conditions allow, and if we continue on this trajectory, that we might be able to look to March as a possibility. But we're going to, as we've taken to saying, we go by data and not by dates, and so we're going to watch very carefully, watch what's going on with the pandemic, and look forward to welcoming folks back when we can really feel comfortable gathering again safely in the Hondo. So I think that's one announcement. Any other announcements? Next week is Boy Scout Sunday. My understanding is that will be a virtual service as well. But looking forward to continuing that tradition in this way as well. And I believe there'll be some collaboration with San Jose, and so we'll have scouts, from other troops and things being with us for that. So that'll be very meaningful.
Wait, I think it's the next week is Sangha service. February 6th is Boy Scout. Today's the 23rd.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Susan is correct. We stand corrected. Boy Scout Sunday, February 6th. Next Sunday, which is January 30th, we get a bonus Sunday in the month of January, and so we will be having a Sangha service. That's next Sunday. Okay. Okay. Any other?
I have an announcement.
Yes, thank you, Leo.
Yes, we have mindfulness meditation every Wednesday at 6:30, and if you're interested, just contact the office and we'll send you the link. And the book club is meeting every other week, and our next meeting is going to be on February 3rd, and we changed the time to 1:30. And what we're reading now is a book. It's called Strategies in Modern Living by Dr. Alfred Bloom, and it's a study of the Tanishio. So we're reading the Tanishio actually with Dr. Bloom's commentaries on it, and getting into some very interesting discussions. So again, if you'd like to participate, just contact the office and we'll send you the link. Thanks.
Thank you, Leo. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. The Tanishio, it's such a treasure house of Dharma wisdom. Great. Okay, I think this will conclude our service. And if folks wish to hang around after service to chat and to have a conversation, I would certainly welcome you to do so. But we'll conclude the Dharma service at this time. Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namang Dabutsu. Namang Dabutsu. Namang.